Elven Shrine is that way. Town of Irulon is back where we came from. But there's a boar beast down here. What do you say we punch him once? Nice. Nicely done, Lothar. Thankfully, the trees are not solid, so we don't need to worry about hitting those in the crossfire. Let's just loot all. I don't care to loot those one by one. Terrain not having proper collision. Well, the trees were not collidable in the first game either. So, makes sense. It's an aesthetic choice. You get near the tree and it vanishes from existence. Oh, hello there, Gorgak. These guys are kind of scary. We're in the western jungle now. This is basically just the eastern jungle, but dangerous. I'm going to use this. I don't want to die, so... Gorgaks are very mean. They're level 8. Magwars are also level 8, and they shoot you. That's an amulet that has no effect. That's so cool. What the fuck just happened? Lothar is dead. Crab Rave. Alright, cool. I don't know why that happened. Alright, let's get Amplified Lightning. Now we'll start using lightning spells. Oh yeah, Energy Orb gets to max level really easily. Jeez. Lothar got monkeyed. Well, Magwars aren't monkeys, though. Alright. We're gonna switch to using exclusively Lesser Jolt now. Because, yeah. I wish I had a healer so that I could actually get... I don't know why this amulet requires character level 8. It has no effects. It's just kind of weird, isn't it? Alright, and Lothar, you need to get Provoke higher. Let's see, what's your nature magic level right now? 4. We needed to get to level 6, right? Yeah, nature magic 6, melee 8. His melee level is 6. So he should get to that about the same time. Provoke requires Barricade and Toughness, which is a skill we can't get. Toughness just reduces damage you take. Non-magic damage, I should say. So we'll get Barricade more. We need to get him a shield, though. There was stuff over here, because there were Gorgaks. Yeah, it makes sense that the lightning spells cost more, because... Or, rather, they fire faster, because they're not as strong. Sell Amulet, easy money. Good point. It has a hidden effect? It doesn't. If the item name is white, it has no additional effects besides what it says. And it's just not good in this case. Also, lightning magic is generally cheap to cast, so it's going to be easier. Also, we can try out our new spell on these guys. Let's go for the chain lightning really quick. Let's actually go for it. There we go. We hit everybody with it, which is nice. Also, they're mad at me now. Get rid of that. Okay, Lothar has been crab-raved again. Oh boy, don't run into the monkey. Stop it, you fiend. I am going to die. Jesus. I was getting slapped up there. What the heck? Those Magwars do not play around, apparently. Alright, let's finish this. Also, you can't just sit back and wait for your powers to recharge, because they recharge based on how many hits you get, not based on how long it's gone since you used them. And now we wait. We could make a poll on what to actually eat. That is true. Yeah, you don't need to apologize to us for what you're eating. You know we don't really care, right? Like, it's up to you anyways. Alright, more monkey. I don't like these monkey. They're very strong. And they always target me. Well, actually, it's kind of a bonus, because if they're targeting me, that means Lothar gets free hits. Zap. Ow. Please stop that. I would appreciate if you did not. kiting is a very useful skill. They just deal so much damage for this early on. I learned something interesting today? Okay. Only thing I care is the friendship I make along the way, and if they are all eating properly. Jeez. I had hot dogs last night. I was gonna go to, like, McDonald's because I didn't feel like making anything for lunch. But they were only accepting cash, and I don't carry cash on me. So, unfortunate. So I went to the gas station and got some of their hot dogs that they had left over from the day. And so that was my meal. Morden Erg Strong Thug. Just chilling in the trees there. There's nothing near him. He's just kind of there. Alright, bring it on then. He's literally by himself. There are no enemies of his type nearby, which is odd. We'll kill the Magwars first. It won't take as long. Plus, it'll give Lothar's skill a chance to heal. Fuck. Oh, they don't like potion users. That wasn't good. I didn't realize that. That's okay. He's weak to lightning and fire. What a coward. Can you come back, please? Jesus. Yeah, I didn't realize they hated potion users, too. American Pepsi has nearly double the sugar than the Pepsi in Serbia and probably the rest of Europe. You are correct. I don't even remember how long it is since I last ate some hot dogs. Dude, hot dogs are good, but you have to actually get, like, good hot dogs. That was a stupid sentence. You should absolutely degrade me for that one. Why do they always want to target me? Bastards. Ooh, Cestus. That could actually be useful for me. That is a magic weapon. Please be combat magic oriented. Yes. Finally, a weapon. This will increase my combat magic damage by 4%, which is not very much, but it's better than nothing. So... Alright, is there anything worth picking up over here, or is this just a camp? It's just a camp. Look at all those chickens. Cass has been degraded to Twitch chat viewer. We have no streamer now? Wait, what? I didn't say you could take away my streaming abilities. Oh, hi, Raptors. Level 9, by the way. What level am I? They're not even doing anything. I think the game is broke. They don't know how to attack. They've lost it. Ooh, an amulet that could actually do something. What level am I? It doesn't want to tell me. Okay. What? Casco is now a viewer? Easy. Well, I'm always a viewer in my own streams. I have my stream open Twitch because I need to be able to see it. European Pepsi, meanwhile, is only 37.1 grams. Yeah, that's not very much sugar. It's not very much compared to the American sugar standards, but it is still a good amount. I mean, let's be honest. Sugar count is by preference, really. What level am I? I'm level 7, and we're fighting level 9 enemies. Jesus. Oh, here we go. So this is the last tower. You might notice there are 2 elites. These guys will always spawn. The Mordenveer recruit captain, who is weak to melee, and the Nalbeast patron, who is a bitch. So we're going to lure a couple of them out. Or all of them, that's fine. I just want a couple of you. Stop shooting me from that far. Jesus. Yeah, 3 is good. Okay, let's kill these ones as they come. I went and looked at the sugar amount. Okay. But yeah, we will need to get a better curse now. Alright, next up is this guy. We're going to brutal attack him to take him down quicker, because I don't want to deal... Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. That's not good. Okay. Let me... He'll probably one-shot me if he hits me, so let me strafe. We got him almost dead. What? Lothar? Oh, because he was unhealing. Right. Okay. Yeah, this guy's a bit of a pain. Elites in this game, unlike elites in the first game, are actually a danger. So be wary of that. Oop, we got the Nalbeast coming. Alright, let me chain lightning him. That did not do very much. That's okay. This guy doesn't do nearly as much damage per hit, and I don't need to focus on dodging his attacks. Dead. God, I hate those things. I hate Null Beasts. They're the worst. I hate them so much. Uh-oh. We got a big boy coming. Let's deal with him quick, Lothar. He's walking right up to me. Alright. Let's kill him, please. Nice. Okay. Pick all that stuff up. I know I can't. Thank you. Could eat pure sugar and you would be eating less sugar than the American diet. That's true. Sadly. It sounded like that basket screamed when I opened it. Jeez. Oh yeah, I've got to re-equip the stick so I can burn this tower down. There we go. That's all the towers taken care of, and we no longer need this cage fragment. Melee crit chance. Let's give that to him. You can't use it, but we'll give it to him. What do I need for that? That just requires character level 8. That's not bad. Alright. That's all the towers down, and we've got our teleporter right here, thankfully. We've got more Morden coming, though. Let's finish them off and then head back to town. Why am I using the stick to fight? I hate that. I hate that so much. Alright, let's go back to town now. Town of Irulan. Let us go. Hot dog has been ate. Congrat. Was it good, Kiwi? Has Cass died yet? No, not yet. Oh yeah, I was meant to put those boots in here. This is the storage box. You use it to store things. Who would have guessed?
Yes?
Yes? No, I'm just selling some crap because I don't need it. We'll sell the Dryad Bead. We don't really have a reason to keep any of that stuff on us. This is literally useless. We don't need that either. We still don't have a Nature Mage, so... One thing we do need to do, and I do have enough money to do it, is, we need to go increase the size of our party. 3 armor? Yeah, that's not nearly as good as what I've got. 14, that's what I replaced. Plus crossbow. And let me grab healing potions. Oh, let me grab a shield for Lothar quick. Because he does need one. Let's see, fire resistance and melee block chance, lightning resist and melee block chance, or lightning resist. We'll go with the fire resist and melee block chance, because I think that's the most common. Also, he needs a new weapon. I haven't picked up a single melee weapon this entire time.
You want to pick through this?
So let's grab him something better. Weapons tend to be very expensive, just so you know. So don't assume that you're going to be able to purchase the best things right off the gate. Like this Frostbite, for example, which is a thing that requires Barricade for some reason. Also, shop weapons tend to be better than anything else in the game, in terms of damage. Crit chance, healing effectiveness, that's not helpful. That would be the best weapon I can buy, so, and it's not too expensive, so nice. And I need to get more potions for Lothar, because he's out.
What are you doing out there?
Shut up. Okay, we got a new, we got multi-spark now. That is, in fact, a zap spell, so let me grab that. Just to see if I like it better than zap. I probably won't, in all honesty, but it's always a good idea to check. So, 13 to 21 as opposed to 25 to 41, but keep in mind this is better for targeting groups, so I think I will stick with it for now. Potions, right. We can buy better potions. I'll just buy him like 4 of these. Yeah, we need 500 gold for the thing I want to do. Also, spellbooks are very expensive. They're actually not super expensive. I could afford this. But death resistant. God. We won't worry about our spellbook right now. We'll get spellbooks sometime down the line. So, we gotta go back to the prison ward and talk to Celia now that all the towers are destroyed. Would that make it a sandwich? It was a good hot dog. I had to use standard bread as a bun. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Oh, great. Provoke. Actually, Provoke's not helpful with a party size this small. Hey there.
You're not dead.
No, but the Morden are. I burned the towers down. All of them.
I know. We saw the smoke.
Enough, Celia. Set the prisoner free.
This one deserves our gratitude, not our distrust.
Valda's forces were on the verge of overwhelming us. I do not need to tell you of the cruelty they inflicted on our people.
What will stop this prisoner from going straight to Valdez and informing him of the sorry state of our defenses?
This one has killed too many Morden. Valdez would never welcome such a person back into his army. The Resistance is in desperate need of such a warrior. I ask you to put an end to this cruelty, Celia.
Very well. I can see no reason to restrain you further. Somehow, you have earned not only Amron's trust, but that of these two as well.
Then I will leave at once for my village.
Go to the Great Hall. There, you will find a sister named Tar. She will remove your ring, and she will give you your things.
And my medallion?
And your medallion.
Thank you.
You will now be more welcome in the village, I expect. Tar can help you on your first leg of the journey home.
Watch your step carefully, stranger. You know that I will.
Be on your guard, friend. Valdez will have heard of your attacks. He will want to exact his vengeance.
My thanks. I will keep on my guard. And that is this quest done. Now we just need to go get this ring off of our necks. Because we don't want to be a prisoner forever. So, but before we go to the Great Hall, I'm actually going to go to the inn. Because there's something I want to do over there. And we can get to the Great Hall from the inn. So it's not as big a deal. Isn't the wiener what makes the hot dog a hot dog? Yes, it is. In that case, is slices of hot dogs in the macaroni technically a hot dog? And not macaroni? There's an entire philosophy of how a sandwich differs from a hot dog. No. No. Let's not get into that conversation. This lady.
The battle has brought so many travelers. I can hardly find beds for them all. This inn is the crossroads of the island. If you ever lose a friend, chances are they'll end up here.
I would like to increase the size of my party.
The Warriors Guild Pact states that one of your standing may add a third seat to your party roster, but you must be charged a one-time fee for it. Do you wish to add a third seat to your party?
Yes, I do. Here's 500 gold to cover the fee.
Congratulations. You may now have up to 3 members in your party. Would you like to see what adventurers are available?
Nope. There's actually nobody available, for the record. This is where you go to get people that you've disbanded from your party previously. So don't worry about that. That's the falls. We need to go to the Great Hall now. There's nothing left for us here. As soon as we get to 2,000 gold, we'll also increase the size of our party again. The next cost is only 1,500, but there is a party member we can get. I do want to show off pets. So we will be using a pet for part of Act 1. But not until after we get through this next segment. Because, yeah. This is where we're going to go once we free Tansy. That is the infirmary. And this is the inn. So let's get in here. Let's get in here. And here's the Tome of Smithing that we were looking for. So read this carefully. Oh. This book is lengthy and dry, but you do find 2 interesting passages. Dryad armor has been a staple of the Master Smith's repertoire for centuries. Its durability and fine appearance make it highly sought after, while its unusual craftsmanship displays the Master's skill to her advantage. The creation process is surprisingly rapid. The smith begins with 5 squares of leather, the most supple available, and cut them according to any traditional leather armor pattern. That she then coats the leather with boiling wax. 3 pots are usually sufficient. When the leather has cooled to the touch, 12 stone shroom discs are pressed into the wax. The discs are much harder than leather or wood alone, and offer ample protection. 2 basketfuls of leaves are then fastened to the armor to confuse the enemy and offer warmth for night combat. The most important thing to remember when cutting the leather is this. Always be sure your measurements are accurate before cutting, and be sure to use a very sharp blade for crisp edges. As Drea the Elder said, new apprentices are easier to find than a good piece of Gila hide. Aspiring smiths would do well to take this to their heart. So, when you do bad puns in the future, have some sunglasses ready in advance. Well, you can't see me, so you wouldn't be able to tell. So, this is the process for making the Dryad armor. 5 squares of leather. Once they are cut, coat them with 3 pots of wax. Once the wax is cooled, 12 stone shroom discs. And once the discs are done, 2 basketfuls of leaves. Remember that because it's how you complete that one quest we got. Mothers of Irulan. The mother of the city of Irulan, to our daughters and to their daughters, this city we have built in the trees will be your protection, your fortress in times of trouble. Protect it in return. Use flame very carefully, watch for weakening in the supports, and be sure to build open ways through which new trees may grow. Be wary of the other races of Arana. Trust only the elves, but not too far. They have helped us in the past, but for their own reasons. They have lived long in these lands and remember much that we have forgotten. Above all, protect that which lies in the Temple of the Coast. The elves tell us that it is powerful and valuable, and that it must not be taken from Graylin Isle. Be strong, our daughters, and fight fiercely. Remember us in your songs. Just a nice little lore book. That lore book is important for something later on, but we won't see it. Hey, Dar.
I hear that I am to set you free.
Aye, please do.
What a pleasure to be taking someone's ring off for a change. I imagine you've had quite enough of Celia.
Quite, but she takes her job seriously and she does it well.
Here's what is left of your gear. Those engravings on your medallion are unusual. I've never seen anything like them.
Bite marks. Those are animal bites on the mercenary's arm.
What? Oh no. Step back. Don't touch me.
What is wrong? These are just flesh wounds, bites from animals in the forest.
Are you mad? Those animals carry the plague.
I feel fine.
The plague is raging through the island. By the fates, you have it.
Stop. Be calm. Tell me what you know about this plague.
Anyone who is infected with it is transformed into a murderous creature. Animals carry the disease in their bite, and you have been bitten. It is only a matter of time now.
Do you know this to be true?
Why would I create such a nightmare? Of course it's true.
Where did this plague come from?
They say the Dark Wizards created the disease to lay waste to Valdis's enemies.
Who are the Dark Wizards?
They are Valdis's greatest weapons. They're hundreds of years old and beyond evil. Long ago, they turned to a form of magic so evil, it destroys those who use it.
How did it affect these Dark Wizards? Did you know that you could sub every month free for using Twitch Prime? It's how you cure the plague.
They are slowly dying. It is said that they even
Are
ingest
why?
Woldane to keep the black magic at bay, which tortures them. They are horrible creatures, and they use their own suffering to fuel the wicked magic they cast.
Can such creatures truly exist? It sounds like a tale told to restrain wandering children.
It is no tale, for you live it. Please, you must leave before you infect us all.
Surely there must be a cure.
Many have hoped that. Some believe the stories about the healing properties of the sacred waters within the Elven Shrine. Others accept their fate and enter the exile colony.
I refuse to die, not after all this. Where is this shrine?
I will not quench the hope that burns in your breast. But be aware that many have tried to reach the shrine, and none have returned.
Tell me where it is.
Travel past the Morden Towers until you reach the Elven Ruins. You'll find the shrine there. There used to be a shorter route but became overrun with the Haku and we had to block it off.
Past the Morden Towers. Very well.
Take this vial. Use it to hold the Elven waters if you reach the shrine. Here are your things. Goodbye. I weep for your fate.
Save your tears. When we meet again, I will not have suffered the fate you fear. Farewell. Chapter 4, The Plague. We also got a bunch of unique items there. An empty glass vial given to you by the Dryad Tar. Tar has asked you to fill this vial with water from the fabled elven fountain, hoping this magical liquid will cure you as well as those Dryads also suffering from the mysterious plague. Burning down the Morden watchtowers has gained you the respect of the Dryads. Tar removed the prisoner's ring of submission from your neck, but the Dryads believe that you are infected with a deadly plague. From what you've been told, your only hope for a cure is to reach the Elven Shrine at the top of the ridge on the western Greyland jungle and drink from the fountain there. So that's where we're going. It's literally just along the same path we were already going. Don't worry about it. Oh, this thing. This war pedestal. If I hit it, fully restores my power. So that's nice.
I'll go with you to the shrine, though you don't appear that sick.
I have been bitten, but it is only a matter of time.
Bitten, aye. But not the walking dead yet. You are strong. If you are really sick, your body will fight it.
With that, I had a measure of your faith.
My faith won't save you. Get your own.
Damn. He is not as friendly as he likes to think he is. Green quests. We can't accept those yet. Just so you know. Don't worry about green quests at the moment. They're not important. But basically, a green quest is a quest that you can only accept when you have a specific party member. Every single available party member has one of these quests. Are pets any good, actually? Ori, they are amazing, actually. If I could sell things to get enough money to get a Scorpion Queen right now, I absolutely would. But unfortunately, I do not have that kind of money, because I just opened up a party slot. Which I would have had to open up the party slot first anyways, and Lothar needed some upgrades before I did that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like Zap more than Multispark, but it's nice having both. Is there a fox pet? No, but there is a dire wolf. There's a lot of pets, actually.
It is tragic how many of the Dryad Sisterhood have perished in the fighting. These Dryads
Oh
are
wait,
not
this is the wrong
prepared
person. Shut up. But yeah, there are a lot of pets. And we'll be going over them once I find them. But in Chapter 1, there's only 4 pets available to us. 3 currently. And one of them is the iconic pack mule. What does the fox say? You know? And there's also a ghostly spirit down here. Do remember where these spirits are. What does the fax say?
I miss my daddy.
Okay. What does the tax say? You're going to jail because you didn't pay your taxes. Yoshi committed tax evasion. Why didn't you learn anything from him? At its finest. We have what is basically a rhino, a dragon. Kind of forgot what the other pets are. Well, the ones available currently are the pack mule, the Scorpion Queen, and the Ice Elemental. One for each class, essentially.
A spider. Get it away.
What? Where?
Never mind. It's just a stick. I hate insects. I see them everywhere, around every corner. I feel their horrible beady eyes staring at me out of the darkness with ill intent.
You need help. Perhaps you should pay a visit to the elves of Amanlu.
Amanlu! A few weeks ago, I set out for Amanlu to visit my cousin. While I was going through the Kithriad caverns, I found myself lost.
And?
Have you ever been to the deeper tunnels of the Kithriad caverns? There are insects everywhere. I admit that it did not bother me at the time. I am a Dryad after all. And at first I thought I had stumbled upon a windfall fit for the Queen.
Go on.
I decided I would go back to Ireland and let the foragers know of our good luck. I turned around, began walking through the caverns, trying to retrace my route. I must have taken another wrong turn. I stumbled down a side passage and ran into the biggest insect I had ever seen. Its carapace was larger than the biggest house in Ireland. Eyes like the darkest pits, burning into my mind. fangs, dripping venom. Oh!
I can understand how that might frighten some.
I do not know how I found my way home, but I did, and here will I stay, so long as that terrible beast lives. Forever will I be cursed to see it around every corner, beneath every bed. Oh!
I will find it and dispose of it for you. Then you will have no need to live in fear.
Would you really? If you are able to manage this feat, I will be beyond grateful to you. I think I would no longer be afraid were I to see its severed head with my own 2 eyes.
Rest assured, I will bring you its head as a trophy, if that will put your fears to rest. Farewell. The Kathraya Hive. An insect hive living within the Kathraya Caverns has been terrorizing the countryside. Tamari of Irulan recently had a run-in with them and is desperately afraid to leave the relative safety of the town. If the hive's queen can be destroyed, it will halt their widespread rampage, and Tamari's fears should be put to rest. Oh yeah, there's a ton of kill this NPC quest lines. We'll be seeing those. Also, I should probably look at those things I just picked up. The Hero's Amulet just gives you magic damage reduction, and the Hero's Ring just gives you armor and health, which is really nice. And Blood Assassin boots. Great. Absolutely wonderful. But yeah, that's the main reason to come down to the falls. But yeah, remember where ghosts are, because you will eventually get a quest that has to deal with them, and it's very worth doing. You watched the entire Shrek series? I mean, I only remember the first one being good. The rest I couldn't say. Cat face. Why is that an emote? But yeah, we will be going to Kathraya Caverns eventually. Just not yet. Obviously. Okay. Now we'll go to the pet shop, even though I can't get a pet right now. There's some stuff over there we can do right away. There's always stuff we can do in every area. Not gonna lie, I've never watched Shrek. You should probably watch the first one at some point. The rest of them, eh. Because it's all just, like, studio sequel type stuff and not really that interesting. But can you name the pet Samuel? Why do you want it to be named Samuel? Ah, yes, the pet shop owner has a quest for us, too.
I will sell you a pet, but only because when you die of the plague, it will be able to find its own way back.
Do you carry anything special? I seek something with great power.
Alas, nothing unusual, sickly one. But I've been trying to acquire some dire wolves lately, ever since I discovered they existed. What a magnificent addition to my shop they would be. Have you heard of them?
Yes, do you have any in stock?
Alas, no. However,
yes?
There's a noteworthy mage living here in Irulan named Rokar. He knows how to obtain a dire wolf, but I have not had time to visit him. Track him down and tell him that I am interested in obtaining a dire wolf specimen for my shop. If you don't run off, I'll make it worth your while.
Very well. I shall look into it.
Excellent. Rokar can often be found talking with historian Erisu in the Great Hall.
In conversation. We don't need to go back and talk to him right now. Locate and capture a direwolf for pet seller Neda. She has told you that the direwolf is a very rare, very powerful creature that occasionally comes through rifts opened by Mordengrau mages for the purpose of capturing null beasts. The direwolf is extremely dangerous and will fight fiercely, but perhaps if you are able to help capture one for pet seller Neda, she may allow you to purchase one for yourself.
A dire wolf would certainly help.
Let me see what you have. The pet shop allows you to obtain pets. Who would have guessed it? Oh, I actually have enough money. I didn't realize I had enough money for this. Let's view their stats. As you can see, they have pretty good dexterity, or at least this one does, and this is a ranged fighter. The pack mule is a pack mule. It has good space for carrying stuff, but in this game you can just open a portal to town whenever you want, so it's not really that useful. And of course the ice elemental is the big one. If it's a Scorpion Queen, Kiwi, do you really think Samuel would be a good name for it? Every one of these things, once it hits max level, will have an aura that affects the entire party. Ice elementals give mana regeneration. I don't know what the pack mule does off the top of my head. The Scorpion Queen gives damage reflection, which is really nice. Let's buy ourselves a Scorpion Queen then. And everyone wants me to call it Samuel, so I guess we're naming it Samuel. Okay. Now, the way these pets work, I'll open its inventory so you can see. You might notice that it doesn't have the same things. It doesn't have a skill tree or anything like that. In its inventory, you see this little growth bar. That growth bar raises by feeding it items. For example, this pair of boots that nobody in my party will ever be able to use. Stick it in its mouth. Do not show this dialogue again. This will delete the item forever, but you'll see the growth meter will go up. It will also actually increase its stats based on what you feed it. Generally, armor is the best thing to feed it, but I just feed ranged stuff to the Scorpion Queen, basically. Hi, Samuel. I still wanted it to be named Shrek. Motherfucker should actually eat the boot.
Greetings, stranger. Do I detect the accent of Amanlu in your speech?
Aye, why do you ask?
I visited there once in happier times. It was my poor daughter's favorite place.
But no longer?
No. My daughter is lost to me. Killed by those foul Morden beasts when they took the Temple of the Coast.
That is tragic. Is there anything I can do?
Perhaps. My daughter was young when we last visited the elves' fair town of Amanlu. She pestered me for days for one of those curiosities their craftsmen make. But we were poor, and I refused. Now that she is gone, I would give anything to grant her wish, even if she will never see it.
A curiosity from Amanlu.
Aye, something to remember Amanlu by. I do not have much to reimburse you with, but perhaps you will find this of use, for bartering purposes. I make these dolls for a living, though there have been so few children lately that they barely support me.
Very well, I will do what I can.
You have my thanks. When next you are in Amanlu, be on the lookout for some sort of memorabilia.
Conversation. So, there's a lot of quests in games where you have to go all around and get various trades to get various items. This is one of those quests. Lilani's only daughter was recently killed during the siege of Greyland Beach. She is in heavy mourning and wishes for something to remember her daughter by. Her daughter had always wanted some memorabilia from Amanlu, and Lilani wants to fulfill her lost child's wish. So it sounds easy. All we have to do is go to Amanlu and get an item, but we have to trade for it. You can't just pick it up.
I hear you have earned the trust of Warden Celia. Not an easy task, to be sure. You must be very capable to have managed it. I could use your help if you care to earn some coin.
Oh? Tell me more.
I knew that would get your attention. I specialize in antiquities, you see. Before Greylin Isle became home to the Dryads, elves lived here. You probably have seen the ruins of their buildings in the jungle, yes?
Can you yeet Samuel? No, Samuel's the one doing the yeeting. Yes, I believe I have.
Well, as you can imagine, there are many rare and beautiful artifacts to be found, if one searches carefully enough. Oh, most are valueless fragments in truth, but occasionally, if one looks in the right sort of spots, you understand, one can find a bauble precious enough to guarantee a comfortable future.
Intriguing. I take it you have an idea of where to look.
Aye, friend. I am very practiced at finding the right places to look. Ply an adventurous type with a goodly amount of drink, or slip a generous amount of coin into the right hands, and one can learn all sorts of trivia. I will tell you what I know of a particularly valuable object, if you are willing to seek it out. I reward my treasure hunters very well, you know.
Very well. I could use a generous amount of coin myself these days.
Good choice. Now listen closely. Beyond those ugly towers the Morden have built on the western ridge lies an ancient elven shrine. Inside, there is rumored to be a secret vault containing the sapphire of the elves.
If the rumors are true, this is truly a relic of historical importance.
And what is the trick? Most secret vaults are called such for a reason.
My sources tell of a secret mechanism you must discover to gain entrance to the outer vault rooms. Once you have done that, the inner vault itself is opened with a series of weighted rocks that need to be positioned correctly. I'm sure you can figure it out.
I will take a look and see what I can find. Farewell. Leanne, an art collector in Ireland, has heard rumors of an ancient artifact called the... Fuck. You know.
It is tragic how many of the Dryad Sisterhood have perished in the fighting. These Dryads are not prepared for war. Now, elven folks such as myself are accustomed to loss. Those who seek involvement in others' affairs must accept the dangers that come with.
Does your elven ability of foresight not prevent losses?
Foresight can help, aye, but it cannot be willfully controlled, and it seems matters close to one's heart are always shadowed in the dream world. I would give anything to cheer my young daughter, but alas, I am unable to give her good news. My husband and I came to Ireland to assist the Dryads. He to train them in the dance of blades, I to teach them our methods of mending wounds. He is missing, but I would certainly know if he was gone from me forever. He will return when he is able, one day. Sadly, our daughter Chalet does not understand and is most distressed.
What is that there on the table?
That is a rare flask of elven ale. I'd be willing to give it to you in exchange for something that will cheer my young child.
What does this doll do?
A child's doll. That is just the thing to make my daughter smile again while we wait for my husband's return. I promised you the flask of elven ale. Here it is.
Thanks.